Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. So for today's video, I'm going to be reviewing yet another direct-to-video animated feature because, well, might as well. I did talk about this kind of stuff before. Wouldn't be the first time I talked about direct-to-video animations. It's actually quite often here. I do this, well, it's from time to time really. Anyhow, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. I'll be talking about, yep, the Land Before Time 3, Time of the Great Giving. So I just thought, yeah, might as well talk about this one. I've spoken about the previous two installments, so might as well get into it, shall we? So here we go. So yeah, life here has been easy. Well, okay, maybe there's some trouble that comes along here, so gotta have some drama some kind of way. Anyway, of course, as always, let's talk about the story, shall we? So here we go. Oh yeah. So in this one, we get to see that, of course, Littlefoot on the game, they have to make sure that they're survival. Of course, they have to survive here because the flying rocks, aka meteors, pretty much are near the Great Valley, causing this tremendous threat to the inhabitants living there. This is increasing risk of the lack of water. So yeah, water is very important, of course, and this causes these species, yeah, the different species of dinosaurs to get annoyed with each other because it's pretty much blaming everyone here. No, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. There's a lack of water. No, it's your fault. Because oh boy, yeah, that sounds familiar. All right, yeah, that sounds really familiar because us humans do the same exact thing towards other human beings, other groups of human beings. How people cause wars with each other just because you're from a different group, or just because there's some kind of conflict within society. Some group of people would blame each other. So yeah, cutting in a little close to home, aren't we? Huh, movie. Okay, moving on. I just want to say made that side comment here, but then we are introduced to these other characters. I guess they're like the villain of the story, and their leader is of course he's mean and he wants to be all tough and everything, and he's not exactly too kind to Littlefoot in the game. He wants to show that he's a tough guy, and clearly he's from a pretty bad upbringing, which yes does become pretty relevant to the story, by the way. Anyway, so yes, he's not very nice to Littlefoot and the others and whatnot. So of course that becomes a thing in the movie. For a direct-to-video animated feature, I can definitely say that the animation here is actually quite decent, really. And while I won't say it's nothing to cry home about, but the animation itself is serviceable. It's good enough, I guess you can say. There's enough detail. There's enough solid character designs for all the characters. I like the colors and whatnot. It still has a solid look to it. The colors themselves, the overall look for the movie, is not too shabby actually. So I do like that. I do like the animation here. I do like the character designs. It's very smooth. There's enough detail. So as far as animation wise, it gets the job done. But throughout the entire thing, the animation does run pretty smoothly, like it should anyway. So in regards to that, it's not too bad. I mean, okay, it lacks the detail like the first movie did, sure, but again, you do have to keep in mind this is a direct-to-video animated feature, so there's only so much they can do. So yes, they will have a limited budget to it, but at the end of the day, like I was saying, it's good enough. It gets the job done. So that's something, of course. And okay, so yes, it's up to them to try to fix up the day. And Sarah, she's angry as usual, of course. And Littlefoot is trying to do the right thing. So that's pretty much is a thing in this movie, of course. So the characters' personalities are pretty consistent, of course, up to this point. I would definitely say that. So that is appreciative, of course. So nothing seemed out of character with all the characters, is what I'm saying, even with the new additions. All right, then another thing I want to say a quick thing here is that bad parenting. Yeah, bad parenting when the father character gets mad. Yes, the character's sons or daughters kind of have a reflection on how the parents react. Again, just like how real life can be. This can be a thing in real life as well. So again, the film seems to be hitting home quite right on the spot there, folks. So there you go. So all right, nothing wrong with that really. But you get the point here. I mean, it might feel like maybe too human, too much of a human personality there, but again, it's not too bad. You do have to keep in mind they're trying to get the story across, the sort of message and whatnot, of course. And the whole idea of being prejudiced is a thing in the movie, of course, which is not much of a stretch really, because the other movies, even the movies that came out before this one, it was kind of like that anyway. So it's not like this came out of nowhere. Anyway, as story is concerned, it's pretty straightforward in some ways, of course. And the movie itself is not very long, really. That's fine. Sometimes you keep it short the better, I guess. It's barely over an hour, and that's fine, I guess. And yeah, of course, you can get the big adventure, whatnot with these characters. You have to set the conflict off in some kind of fashion. So that was that, I reckon. Anyway, so that's definitely a thing here, quite obvious, folks, which I honestly don't mind really. There's gonna be a sense of adventure, a sense of excitement, of course. For a third part type of movie, it's fine. I know usually when it comes to the third part films, those see third part curse. As far as these movies are concerned, it does a decent job. It does a fairly decent job for what they were trying to aim for in the grand scheme of things, I suppose. So, if you have not seen this one as of yet, I recommend it. And I did think that they were trying to keep it in the spirit attached to this, of course, in the grand scheme of things, because we just want to keep it consistent with the previous two parts. It's not out of character or anything like that, so that's something. Did think that this was a tad better than the second movie. So anyway, I'll give this film an overall rating of a 6.9 out of 10. It's a 6.9 out of 10 for me. As always, thanks for watching. See ya.